Welcome to another episode of the Thin Lines podcast. In this episode, we briefly recap the USA versus Canada Four Nations game, potentially going to a game together in the future, what it means to have a strong commissary, and what that can mean for your chances of surviving and thriving behind bars, as well as if my own personal snoring habit, I would say, could land me in deep water with a cellmate. Hope you enjoy.
Got it.
An inmate at the Virginia Department of Corrections, Lawrenceville Correctional. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Hey, Torie.
Yeah, what's up, Patrick?
Not too much. I had a question for you where you mentioned, one of the other conversations is watching sports. By chance, were you able to tune into the USA hockey game against Canada on Thursday where USA lost in overtime?
Yeah, and they was in your state.
I know.
They was in your state. Which who y'all was cheering for? Because it looked like when they won, I seen too many Canada flags and jerseys out there. I was watching it on ESPN.
Yeah. It's funny, too, the goalie on Canada, he pretty much in 2019, he had beat the Bruins in the Stanley Cup, and then he comes back 6 years later and beats the whole country. Same spot.
I know, that's crazy. And they left him wide open, though. I looked at it. I'm like, how he get so wide open? Nobody was in, like, a 3 feet radius of him. I'm like, they just let him. To me, I felt like that was weird, how he got so open like that.
Yeah, no, it was. I watched the whole thing. It was tough to watch, but good for Canada. Would have liked USA to win, but we'll see them in the Olympics in a year.
Most definitely, it was a great game, and I liked it because I knew they was gonna fight off the top, so I had to catch that. You feel me? And but it was so much. Talk about it. I had to tune in, and matter of fact, the dude you was talking about, didn't he make a crazy statement about the U.S. like, y'all not gonna take over our country or take over our sport after they won or something? To Trump. One of them tweeted something.
I'm not sure if I saw the tweet, but I know there's been thousands of tweets about it of Canadian fans and Canadian personalities really giving it to the U.S. fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's always the Olympics in a year for redemption. 2026 Olympics. I don't know. Do you have a hockey team that you cheer for, or is it just the Giants?
The Rangers. I root for the Islanders too. I'm a New York everything, so I be going ham. I root for both of them, but I like the Rangers.
So my cousin's actually he's the assistant coach of the Rangers.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, he does a good job with it. Great guy. So we might have to we might have to catch a Rangers game once you get out of there.
Yeah, facts. Because I haven't been to a hockey game, and I would like to go to because it seems like they be turned and they be drinking beers and it be lit. It'd be a different atmosphere for me. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it's fun, especially being in the building as opposed to watching it on TV. Just like
Uh-huh.
crazy energy levels, especially if you're going to a good game too.
Yeah.
I had another question because you mentioned it's kind of like a barbershop, um, and that kind of got me curious in terms of how do people, if they're not getting commissary, how do they maintain hygiene, and if they want a haircut, are there inmates that will do haircuts for other inmates?
Yeah, facts. Like the barbers, each part have like a barber or two, depending how big the prison is,
Is it is it
and they will you're allowed one haircut a month that they have to do, no matter if you have money or not. Me, I gotta get a haircut once a week, so one of my homeboys up here that I've been knowing for a while is the barber, so he don't charge me. But some people charge because they only have to cut your hair once a month. But I be getting my hair cut bald on the side, so and my beard lined up.
I'm
Um,
I get the bald on the sides too,
so you get the bald on the side too.
or the not with the razor, but like as low as can go with the buzzer.
Yeah, that's what I do. I get it. I get it like that.
And then I have keep a little bit on the top with scissors.
And as far as how they get hygiene, you know, if you really, really messed up, then you get an indigent pack. And every month they give you a bag with um, soap, toothpaste, um, um, what else? Stamps, envelopes, razors, things like that. And it's like generic. I mean, when you first get to a prison, that's the bag they give you because none of your property there. And good thing I've been down for a while, but I get my loved ones to send me money ASAP because that deodorant, it seems like it peels underneath your underarms. It's so generic.
The generic
Honestly,
stuff.
you're probably gonna be musty in like 5 minutes. No cap.
Uh in terms of people that don't inmates that don't get commissary, does does that make it a lot harder on those inmates if they're not being able to get a commissary package?
It definitely do. It make it hard on them, but what it is, they still find ways. They might beat the deuce in the trade line. What that mean is they'll go back and put a different disguise on. Like one, they might have a hat on, come through the line with glasses, and then eat, and then leave out and come back and take the hat and the glasses off. Now they done ate twice for that meal. Or people that don't eat the food or come through the line like me, I'll go walk just for the fresh air. And if I don't eat it, I'll get a trailway to somebody. A lot of people do that too.
Gosh, yeah, no, that's it's I'm just like fascinated by the inner workings, and it seems like uh, that's it seems like that's a nice thing that's happening in prison of other
But
inmates looking out for
all
each other.
facts and all the exotic trays like the fried chicken, real hamburger, real fish, um, real chicken patty, French fries, things like that. I'm a fat boy. I'm trying to buy at least 2 or 3 of them. So like somebody that don't get commissary, some dudes might get commissary, but would rather take the $4 to $5 in food for the tray. And that's what I do. I like to buy extra trays like that because I don't really eat the other stuff.
Gotcha. This is definitely strictly from the movies. In terms of commissary, is do some of the inmates use their commissary as kind of as a form of protection?
Yeah, most definitely. Some people got to pay taxes and have paid taxes. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. Um,
And paying taxes, that's essentially,
They had to pay for people to leave them alone
gotcha.
based upon their charges or based upon some dudes don't have nothing. And they like, well, you have a lot and you're not built like that to have a lot. And some things you can't control. There been times where me and other individuals try to be like, nah, let them live. And then sometimes you can't control it because it's either what you going to do, fight and stab this dude that's going to go hard just like you over somebody you don't even know. So sometimes you got to be like, look, let them dudes do what they do. As long as they don't come your way or you don't have no direct contact or affiliation with them, then some things you can't even control, you feel me?
Yeah. I guess I was kind of thinking that because when I asked you last time about, you know, surviving in prison for my circumstances, I guess like would having a strong commissary be a way of making it easier to survive? And you kind of answered that.
Yeah, and then you have some dude that'll come out like, yo, look, I got the bag, I'm up. I'm trying to pay dudes like for protection, and they might pay the Crips, they might pay the GDs, they might pay the Bloods, they might pay the Aryan Brotherhood. It just depends on who's deepest in that state or prison. But out here, the deepest is Bloods and Crips. That's like the deepest in Virginia. And then it's probably Gangster Disciples, MS-13s, and Aryan Brotherhood. But MS-13s and Latin Kings behind the wall, they all Latinos rock together. And they be so small, all of them that got a lot of time, they straight stabbing. Like, so if you get into it with them, you can't play. You got to go ahead and take them out because you know if you don't do nothing to them, they're going to stab you up.
Jesus. So if you were to get protection from the gangs or join one of the gangs in prison, do they expect once you're out of prison to still maintain that gang relationship, or is it kind of water under the bridge that don't worry, you're out of prison now, you're not part of the gang unless you want to stay in the gang?
Well, you have people that do that and then go home and they not nothing when they go home. Then if they run across somebody that know them, sometimes they can have issue. It just depends if they go home to their state or another state. You have people that in it for protection and do things like that. But some people go home and they still be a part of it. Some people go home and act like they never was with it. You know what I mean? It's just like there's individuals in here that might be gay or in homosexuality, and they go home and they act like they never been with it. So it's the same thing with gangs. It's the same thing with people that's in here that's Muslim. And then they go home, they family not Muslim, what they going to do? Go home and straight you pork because they was faking with it the whole time.
And essentially faking just to survive, right?
Just to survive, just so they could have some form of protection. And sometimes people do it and don't be soft. They might could go hard. They might could beat a couple of people up. But the thing about it is, in prison, you can't beat everybody.
Gotcha.
So, like, if you a go hard dude, you beat one or two, let's say, Crips, now it's 3 or 4 or 5 coming behind them. And the biggest one, so how you going to beat them up too? And that's the thing about prison. That's why most people are affiliated, because it ain't really because they shook. It's just because they want somebody to have their back. because they feel like they could hold their own. Most people could hold their own. They feel like it, but can they hold their own against 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people? No, they can't. Nobody could.
No, no. And I was just thinking in my head, if 4 or 5 people were coming at me, what I would do, and it would probably be run.
Exactly. And I've been in a lot of gang fights, being locked up. So I know, it happens. I done got charges for STG, gang-related, mob assaults, all that. I done been jumped by other gang members, and I done almost got stabbed twice. It happens. Like being in prison, you're on them level 5 prisons. It's like it could go up just by me walking past somebody and you bump. I done had 2 fights in prison just from me and another dude bumping each other. One was a Crip and then one was a Muslim. We just bumped each other and it was like, watch you going, you watching you going, and boom, that quick.
So I guess with bumping, I was thinking beforehand, because I've been told I have a really bad snoring problem, and if I had the wrong cellmate, could that become a serious issue?
It can, because a lot of people come to prison and they forget that they are in prison and is going to be around somebody else, especially if you at any prison, if you're in a dorm or you a Scottish celly. People in prison sometimes get it fucked up and they think that, oh, they the only one here. Nah, you got locked up and now you're going to have to deal with somebody snoring maybe. Only thing they could try to do is change cells. But eventually you're going to be in a cell with another person that snores. So most people get earplugs or they sleep with like earbuds or their music in to block the noise out. Me, I've been down for a while, so I don't be letting things bother me. Things like that, because it's out of my control, and you'll go crazy trying to control every single thing while you're in prison.
Do you have?
I know a lot of people, like you said, that be like petty with that, like, oh, my celly snore, I don't like him, it's gonna be an issue, one of us gotta go. Yeah, you're right, it may be happening like that.
I'd be shit out of luck then.
Dude. But like my celly now, he snore, and he an older dude. He's 64. And
you get along with your cellmate?
Yeah, he cool. I rock with him. He got his own everything. He got a good support system. His people love him. So that's always a blessing when you got a good celly that had their own everything. Because I'm not taking care of no grown man, period, in prison. Because I barely was able to take care of my kids.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Thin Lines podcast, playing out with Torie Jr.'s music again. If you listen to the lyrics, it's inspired by his dad's situation. See you next time.
Damn, say it, kid.
Yeah, WG, the man. Believe in your dreams, don't believe in these capping ass rock, man. Real fucking rude, nigga. I'm like fucking no mask on, we gon' slide in the dock. Fuck, damn, we been at this hot. Shorty gon' give me the low. Damn, little bro gon' slide to the spot. Damn, we slide right or wrong. Damn, he died, put my name in the song. Said at the spot, don't care if it's wrong. You got love for a hoe, I got love for my pole. Alright, freedom niggas out there road. Freedom niggas ain't told. Alright, niggas don't got no date. I'ma hold them down and I'ma wait. Alright. Nigga try to run, we gon' spank. Money, yeah, fuck all that hate. No nigga gon' die, try to bring the pack late. 555, Drake, eat up his face. Difference between me and y'all niggas ain't tryna go slide on no song. No bout, slide in real life. Right, saw that light, yeah, we know, yeah, we been out his life. God, fuck it, you seen that low right now, we gon' slide tonight. On right, and my young nigga ride that nigga don't care, we slide on right. No right, I say, no bout, alright. facts, niggas be whack. I'm like, fuck. In them songs, them niggas be snap. Alright, we gon' slide, we get through. Fuck it back there, we gon' come through the roof. Take your gunny, we don't never shoot. Catch me a B, I'ma put on my boots. All them songs, I'm still tryna hoop, for real. Fuck y'all, like why the fuck you keep hopping the booth? Young niggas keep calling on my phone, asking me if I'm still gon' school. Fire, yes, I slide. Yeah, my bitch really bad, no doubt. Thinking about back then, all them sticks that a young nigga had. 5 conversations through the jail phone, ain't had no dad. I'm like, fuck them niggas want me dead. Yeah, that shit just made me glad. Fuck, come get that shit, come catch that beat, nigga. Come catch your head, man. All the dreams I had, tryna get rich, tryna feed my family, nigga. Alright, what I say? Pop in the couch, tryna spin this band. Them dead people don't need no friend. Young niggas finna spin with they 10. That met, tryna go stab me a med. Nigga gon' die by that man. Sippin' on me, yeah, fuckin' my kid. I'm like, fuck, Shawty gon' slide with me right around. Shawty gon' spring that bitch, no slime. Fat boy be punching in my lungs. Nigga gon' die, he speak on me. Fucking leaving in the street, she nigga K-I-double-L. Nigga gon' slide, don't leave no shells. Fuck the rats, don't never tell. Don't say none, you go to jail. ARP gon' leave him pale. Smoke through the P, know the smell. That gas ass rapper tell him tell. I'm like, fuck, we up in the trot. Nigga gon' die, you hear that spot. Fuck a ski, we slide in the dock. Young nigga up off here having shot. Try to fight the switch, she had hot. Nigga gon' die, he hear them shot. Nigga gon' slide, leave him in pop. I'm like, fuck, I ain't for his top. Nah, hold up, I really get this. I'm like, fuck, we get busy. When I go spin, yeah, we're always with me. Drugs in the car, yeah, we slide risk. Hop at the car, won't slide like you Rick. I'm making money, my bitch really miss me. 50 clip, yeah, we slide with the titties. Up that road. Freedom niggas ain't tired, niggas don't got no date. I'ma hold them down and I'ma wait. Nigga try to run, we gon' spank. Money and money, yeah, fuck all that hate. Nigga gon' die, try to burn the pack late. I got eyes, babe, can't go on no date. Told you that shit.